I've actually been narrating this entire time with my mic muted, so that's a first. We're gonna play this tapped and just pass the turn. Just hold up spell snare. Super awkward when you're narrating the entire time. You're like, oh, what's up, Cap Freddy? And then you realize that the mic was muted the entire time. It's not where you want to be. Okay. So I don't know what our opponent could have here, but we're currently getting clocked by this Tarmogoyf, which doesn't feel good. Well, they can take whatever they want here. We can't really do much about it. This is a spell pierce, we could just fire it off, but even that doesn't feel that great. I think they're probably taking Snapcaster Mage, but they could take Spell Snare too. Either or seems pretty good for them. Yeah, it just kind of depends on what they have in their hand. I guess they're just going to play around Spell Snare for the rest of the game. Yep. Take 5 down to 13. Okay, upkeep. What do we got? Spell Pierce. That's pretty good. Okay, let's go to draw. Opponent let us draw this, which means they don't have Dismember, which is good for us. They're trying to play the game of us hitting them, so they could play their shadows, but I mean, we can't just not kill them, so we're swinging. I don't know what they could have here. Got 5 cards in hand. They could play pretty much anything. Okay, go to combat first. Smart. I mean, we're almost dead, which doesn't feel good. Play a shadow, yeah. I think this game's over. There's a possibility we win it, but yeah, our draw's just been super awkward. We've drawn all 3 copies of Snapcaster Mage and no lightning bolts. So we attack, and then so they missed their land drop, so we could just pass and then threaten to block Shadow with Delver, because otherwise it grows to a 4/4, right? Yeah, and then we also have Snapcaster too. We get blown up by specifically Dismember because they can shoot themselves down in life. But even then we can, because we can't counter that life loss, because that's part of the cost. Yep, they're gonna swing for 5. Could put ourselves down to 3. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We could draw a Vapor Snag here. That's interesting. Okay, so we have land. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure entirely where I want to be. I think we're not winning on this board state. We'll play it out, but we need 2 blockers for them this turn, and we've got 1. We can play a Mantrills. I mean, our opponent's almost dead too. Like that's probably worth noting. So let's get an island here. This way we get extra Del fodder. And then we can play a Mantrills and hold up Spell Pierce, Spell Snare, which is just good for us. Oh, he also shrunk the Goyf. Oh, this is actually really good for us. I said we were not in a winning position, but I've changed my mind. We could have attacked with a Delver there, but then we just lose, so we don't attack with a Delver there. Now they can't attack into us, and then we can just keep holding up interaction, and then we can maybe claw our way into this. And if we draw land into Huntmaster, this game's over too, which feels really good. They found third land, which is annoying. But I don't know what they'd have in their hand. Shadow, Thoughtseize. I don't think we Spell Pierce this. Because then they just take 2 cards out of our hand. I think we just let it resolve. They could take one of our 1-minute interaction spells, but they can't take both. So the type that they're missing right now is instant, which is worth noting. And they were also missing creature. So if we play an instant, then Goyf becomes a 5/6. So we're going to double block this. Yes, and then even if they do play an instant, we can counter it. So let's go to blocks. They can kill one of them. Okay, so he's going to kill Mantrils. Sure, that's fine. Okay, that's probably just game. And we have no more Snapcasters to draw into. Hexdrinker. Like, we can present 2 blockers again. I just don't think we're winning from there, you know? Let's do it. It might be dissuaded to attack because they have 2 3/3s and it trades the insect. We'll see. I don't know. This game's weird. Definitely not your typical Death Shadow match. Usually they're the 1 at 2 life and we're the 1 at 10 life. This is another Thoughtseize. We're in trouble. Plague Man is pretty good. Yeah, let's go. Let's move on to the next one. Yeah. So again, this is why I only trim 1 Scour, because having a Scour there is super, super good. Even though they are an attrition deck, we do like having a Scour. Okay, let's see how this goes. Running it back, we're on the play for the first time this match, which is good. That means that we can probably, like, eke out a win pretty easily. Because, like, they're on the play, they get to play their turn 2 Tarmogoyf, and we don't have our Spell Snare up for it, and we're feeling pretty bad. But this game we get to turn it around, and then just beat them at their own game. Okay. Would I like to play first? Hell yeah, I'd like to play first. Let's see it. Sure. These Once Upon a Times, one of them's probably a creature, and then the other one's probably a creature as well. But it'll cost mana. Okay, so let's... Do we fetch to thin? Well, let's just cast this. Okay, we can either get a Hexdrinker and slam it this turn, or we can get a Mantrils and slam it later. We could fetch first, but then... Like, fetch, untap, Breeding Pool is fine. I don't know. That one would warrant an entire discussion, I think. So we have 1 card in our graveyard, 2 cards in our graveyard. Then we pierce their first spell, right? 3 cards in our graveyard. And then we get to play a Mantrils on turn 3. I think we just play Hexdrinker, and then... But we can pass the turn this turn, and then just counter their And then we get to hold up Spell Pierce in subsequent turns. I think that's fine. Just play it slow. There's no reason to like speed up the pace of the game for no reason. And then we just get to consistently hold up 1 mana for the rest of the game. I'm only doing this because I can protect the Hexdrinker on turn 1 from a hand disruption spell as well. Like, this is a type of play that you're only able to make with all these 1 CMC counters. Okay, so now they have to resolve their fetch first. Which is interesting. We're going to get this tapped. Then we're going to go to our turn. We're just going to play this untapped. Play a 2-1. Pass the turn. Okay. Well, I didn't have push, which is good. That means that their removal is probably Drown in the Loch, or they're just playing us to slam a Tarmogoyf here. But slam Tarmogoyf, you feel good. Spell. Okay, well, they only have a 1 mana spell. Worst case with this, right? I think we Spell Pierce. Veil of Summer. Jeez. Jeez. That's a yikes. That's just disgusting. I'm actually surprised that they brought in Veil of Summer. Not terribly surprised, but... But if we draw a land, we get to level this Hexdrinker, which feels pretty good. Or we could just hold up a ton of Spell Snares. Like, level him once, hold up Spell Snare. Yeah, let's commence combat. Hit him for 2. Okay, they don't know about this bolt, but we're not going to play it anyways, because the removal suite includes Drown in the Loch. Jeez, they just got everything. Any merit to that? I think it's fine. I think I like the more proactive play of making sure this Hexdrinker can be threatening. So I think we just let this resolve. Then we get to hold up Spell Snare no matter what. Otherwise we just bolt them. But now we give them an actual decision. Yeah, it's fine. They have 6 cards in hand. This is just crazy. Traverse. They've got Artifact. Yeah, they got it. Shadow? Yeah. And now they get to play the Shadow. Okay. Got a 5/5. Okay, now we get a Veil of Summer. That's annoying. Okay, now we just level and then pass. Like, this is the situation we set ourselves up for. We now have a Hexdrinker that's a 4/4. So if they want to trade a hit with us, then they're going to put themselves dead to the Hexdrinker, which is good. And then if we draw land during our next 2 turns, then we get to make Hexdrinker 6/6. So now they put themselves to 6. So we get to level, land, level, swing, and kill, which is good. Now they get to take whatever they want. I don't really care. They took Once Upon a Time. Okay, that was the card I wanted the least. They have 7/7. So this puts us to 10. So if we don't try bolt this turn, I'm not even attacking. Well, it depends on like what they play here too. You could just go Goyf, yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, we did draw a land. But we're also dead on board. Oh. Okay, so we can block Shadow, take 5. It's just straight up not having a good time, right? Well, let's level him anyways, because it's possible we can Veil of Summer, draw a Snapcaster Mage if they play a spell. Pre-combat. Because it's possible they lead on, like, Inquisition, and we get the Veil of Summer it. It's unlikely, but it's possible. And then we get a look at Snap. So let's... Oh yeah, but leveling closes that window. But leveling also just wins us the game. Doesn't win us the game though, because we have to block, right? So we just pass. Okay. 5. We really needed to draw something good there. Land was okay, but they had the Goyf. On the one turn we tapped down for the Sex Drinker. Like they just had the threat into the threat. Okay. They're gonna swing. So we gotta block, right? Okay, let's hope they cast something this turn. Oh, fudge. Snapcaster. Oh my god. Oh, we won game 1 too. That's so frustrating. Yeah, I don't think Once Upon a Timing for a land there wins us the game. What would have been alright would be bolting them when we had the 2 snares and the Once Upon a Time in hand. That would have been fine. Okay, let's play this. Let's pass the turn. Jeez. Maybe our opponent concedes to us here. I can't believe they had the, that was disgusting. The Veil of Summer for that one Thoughtseize. That was the entire game right there. Okay. Bobble. Look. Why is it not like that? Yeah, I don't know. Veil of Summer is a really stupid Magic card. Like, it just makes games unwinnable at points, which is just very frustrating. Like, it does not generate good play patterns. Because it's like, if we had a Veil of Summer there, we would have won that game. But we didn't. He had the Veil of Summer there, so he won the game, you know? Like, it's just not great. Okie doke. Yeah, I mean, I didn't play around Veil, but I had no reason to play around Veil of Summer either. I mean, I guess maybe I had a small reason to. Maybe I should, like, anticipate it. But even if you do anticipate Veil of Summer there, it's like you're still in a bad situation. Like, it just kind of lets them protect all of their disruption spells. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, okay. That's... Here we go. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, we're on the play this game. Okay, again, we don't have a red source, but we do have a Once Upon a Time that find us third land, which is good. So we're gonna keep this.
I actually know like about 70, like 80% of the material. Okay, okay.
Okay, let's see how this goes. We could just lead Delver, then play Hex Drinker, hold up Spell Pierce on turn 2, which feels pretty good. And we won the die roll. So let's cast this first. Let's take our red source. And let's pass the turn. I don't want to fetch shock if we don't have to. We can always play Hex Drinker, hold up Spell Pierce next turn too. Yep, which is what we're going to be doing. And then this hand's pretty reasonable against Tron. It's not great, it's not bad. Just kind of fine. See if this guy flips though. We do want mana leaks, but we'll take anything. Forest is not something we want. Okay. Let's hit him for 1. We get to play our Savannah Lions. Bam. Play a Waterlog Grove. Hex Drinker. No, I don't think fetching before Delver triggers ever really worth it. I'd rather keep this to scry away a card next turn cycle than anything, honestly. And of course, I don't want to lead Waterlog Grove in a blind because then I might just take too much damage. We let Star resolve. We'll counter his Stirrings or something though. If they don't have it, then we feel fine. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Patience pays off. And then this turn, we draw nothing. That's cool. We just get to level this Hex Drinker. Spell Snare. Okay, that only does stuff against Sylvan Scrying. So we're just going to get the beats on. Oops, okay. Yeah, I don't think fetching before Delver flip is worth it. Because like we'd have to lead on Waterlog Grove to have the green mana on turn 2. Because this is our only red source. Okay, they have a map. It's good for them. They do not have Natron, which makes sense. Get a card for turn. Get to commence combat. Crack map? No, okay. Okay, they go to 5. If they have Karn, that's not good enough. If they have Ugin, they got us. But we could always crack Waterlog Grove to look for a mana leak too. Ugin would be just devastating here though. Something with O-Stone or something. Yeah, no, that's not Ugin or O-Stone. Yep, the Worm Coil's not that bad either. We just level Hex Drinker and kill him. Or fly over them and kill them with Burst Lightning. Like, they're so dead if their payoffs. Okay, O-Stone's annoying. What is this? Thragtusk. They're still just dead, right? They gain 5, go to 10, take 9. Yeah, because we Burst Lightning them end of turn. We don't have enough to fully level it this turn. It's up to level 8. Yeah, I'd rather have the desperation play available of Crack Waterlog Grove. Yeah, Thragtusk does not do it for them. Fetch Shock, Burst Lightning, untap, level a Hex Drinker, kill him. Unfortunately, we don't have enough to Burst Lightning it. Burst Lightning them, but or like kick it, but that's fine. Again, we're not cracking this because we need it. Bam, fetch. We'll just show them second island. I don't want to show them. Yeah, but yeah. Sweet. Always feels good to steal game one against Tron. And look at that. Because I hate Tron so much, we get to bring in Damping Sphere and Disdainful Stroke. And then Spell Snare is just awful in this matchup, so we're taking it out. I could bring in Ancient Grudge. I think it's alright on the play. It's better than like a Burst Lightning, no matter what. So we're gonna try that. Yeah, seems good. If we get to kill him with a Damping Sphere this game, that would be pretty cool. Kill him with the Delver Damping Sphere curve. Like, I'd sign up for that. I wonder what they're anticipating. If they brought in Nature's Claims and such. So, this hand's not keepable. This hand's pretty bad. If we had blue mana, this hand would be fine. Mulligan. This hand's great. Keep. Put 2 cards on the bottom. So I think we're gonna bottom. We could bottom Hex Drinker land. And then just play at Mandrills. That seems fine. Or no, that doesn't seem fine, because we want to be able to, let's bottom land. Mandrills. Yeah, let's go bottom Breeding Pool, bottom Mandrills, because then we get to go Hex Drinker on 1, Damping Sphere on 2. Because the Thought Scour Mandrills curve, it's not good with Damping Sphere. And since they're on the play, we want to be able to disrupt a turn 3 Tron, which means that we need to play Damping Sphere on our turn 2. If that reasoning makes sense. So we're gonna draw for turn, get a Vapor Snag. It's pretty alright. Get the Breeding Pool that we described or put at the bottom. And then we get to pass the turn. Maybe we can, they're probably going to crack this. Yep, get their green mana. Stirrings. Star. Okay. They have 3 more cards in their hand. They have 2 cards in their hand. So they do not have payoff Tron piece, just by nature of cards, right? So we're still probably going to slam the Damping Sphere, but if we draw... I don't know what it would be that we would draw that would cause us to not slam it. Actually, no, we just level pass. So let's do that. Let's begin combat. Hit him for 2. Let's just go all the way down to 14. Get a Steam Vents. Level this guy twice. And we'll just pass the turn. This way we get to get a clock on them. They can't possibly have Tron anyways, because they have a forest in play, which I didn't even mention. Okay. Crack the Star. It gets Sylvan's Scrying, that's one of their best cards. Nope. Nope. Yeah, they're... I mean, now their 4 cards could represent... Yeah, so now we're a lot more scared of Tron. Dismember. Yeah, they got it. Well, just gotta play it. Pass back to them. Yep. Well, they've got Tron online. Or Blast Zone. Blast Zone's pretty good too. Okay, let's scour ourselves. Okey-doke. This is gonna cost 2, isn't it? Let's just pass like the turn back to them. They're gonna have to time walk themselves this blast zone. And they don't have third Tron piece, but we need to find a threat. Okay, now they have third Tron piece. I mean, we could spell pierce it, but that doesn't really get us anywhere, right? Because they just pay 2. That's fine. Doesn't feel good. They get tower. Yeah. Yep. Okay, let's opt. That's what we wanted. Imagine if this was a Tarmogoyf right now, and this Blast Zone would kill both of our cards. That would be disgusting. So we can't double spell anyway, so we're gonna pay 2 actual factual mana for this guy. And we'll just leave that. We don't have Scoos in our 60 cards right now, so it doesn't really matter too much. Pass. They're dead in a couple turns, and they have to take 2 turns off to Kraken this Blast Zone. Or I mean, well, 1 turn. This turn cycle and next turn cycle. If we spell pierce them, it would be less. Or more turn cycles, but then we wouldn't necessarily have this Mandrills. They're passing. Okay, that's good for us. Okay, let's begin combat. Hit him for 4. We're just gonna play this Delver and pass the turn. They crack, kill our Damping Sphere, and we get 2 Spell Pierces to hold up. So, and we have Vapor Snag if they have Wormcoil Engine. Dude, imagine if Blast Zone was extra less. That'd be crazy. The card's already super good. We get to Kraken for potentially 7 next turn. Like, I'm feeling alright. They've got 10 mana. They Ulamog us. I'm feeling awful though. It's very possible they have one too. If that's the case, we're just going to the next game. Otherwise, we're fine. 7. Let's just fight through it the hard way. Hit him with the double spell pierce. Dude, there's something seriously wrong with this Magic card. Are we just gonna lose 2, just all the games today to Veil of Summer? Yeah, they got it. They had the Veil of Summer. Did you see all the counterplay I had there? Imagine if this Delver doesn't flip. God bless. Okay, let's draw it first. Let's get some maximum information so we can know what we're doing. Snap Bolt. So we put him to 7, right? And then we hit him for 3 next turn. That puts him to 4, and then we can snag. I'm not sure. I think we actually go after them though, because that's 1 less turn, and this card's not winning them the game. Or wait, okay, so we need 2 hits with this Delver, right? So we hit once, and then we hit another time, and then Snapbolt finishes it, right? Or he kill Karn and hope they don't have another payoff. I think that might be the safer line. Because if they play a Thragtusk or a Wormcoil, we just feel atrocious about not killing Karn. So, in the case that they might have another payoff, we're just going to kill this Karn. And then we still have some reach in our hand, so we feel alright. And if their payoff's Wormcoil here, then we get to snag it, and then we get to snag it the following turn. Yeah, that's pretty non-threatening. Do they run more than one last time? Nurturing Peatland, okay. Oh, they don't even play the Nurturing Peatland. They just play Karn, okay. Oh, we get to Ancient Grudge whenever they tutor for. Probably Ensnaring Bridge, that's my guess. Oh my god. Forgot that was a card. Okay, well, let's see what they do. Um, we could force them to trade, but I don't think that's a winning play, so we're gonna untap. Okay, let's threaten to kill their Karn. It's usually a good place to start. And then if they do pop their Ballista, then we get to snag our Delver in response. And then we get to play Delver. Right, I feel like we're not winning the game without the Delver beats. So let's replay Delver, pass the turn, hold up Opt. We're gonna opt their end step. We'll abrade whatever they tutor for with Karn, if they do decide to tutor for something, and then we'll kill Karn. And then if we do want the snag effect again, then we can always snag something. So we've seen everything except for the speed line. Okay, well they're looking for another card. What's it gonna be? Trinisphere? Yikes. Okay, well we're opting in response to that.
Yeah, it's called T-shape. It's actually called T-shape.
Sure, I'll take that. Okay, finally, our first big counter spell, so we can actually start countering their stuff, or they just have it this turn. That makes sense. Yikes. Of course they have a Thragtusk this turn. Well, if Delver flips, we're in an alright spot. Not quite. So, how does Hooting Mandrills work with Trinisphere? It just makes it cost 3 mana no matter what, right? Or does it interact favorably with Hooting Mandrills? We can't even snap bolt anything. Because Snapcaster costs 3 and Lightning Bolt costs 3. So we can either pass the turn and Ancient Grudge this, like hold up Disdainful Stroke, Ancient Grudge, or we can oh my god, we're just in such an awful position right now, right? Okay, let's pass the turn. Let's see what happens. They're at 15. This game's probably over. Yep, draw all the cards. Our opponent's just drawn absolute gas this game. I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works, but I could be mistaken. That'd be like a great rules question though. Look. Oh, I thought they were gonna animate Trinisphere, try to kill us. I thoroughly hate this magic card with a burning passion. It's not fun to play against. Okay, we're on the play. We're going to beat this Tron player up. I mean, let's look it up. It's a good question. So Trinisphere, whoops, and then Delve. Oops. We're kind of running low on clock, so we need to give it the game as well. What's this? Land Mandrills, Mana Leak, Spell Pierce. Huh, interesting. Okay, I think this is a mole. If we had a cantrip, it would be a keep. Or we are on the draw, it might be a keep. This hand's a keep because we have Once Upon a Time as our second land. God bless Once Upon a Time. I think Snapcaster's just too slow here. But Opt is a little wonk too. I think it's definitely Snap though. Okay, so let's go to our main phase. Let's cast this Once Upon a Time. Second Delver. We're taking land. I'm not that greedy. We'll get Steam Vents. We'll pass the turn. Hopefully we just draw interaction. Off this Opt. Yep, of course they lead on Matt. Dude, don't you hate it when your opponent just has it all the time? There's just like nothing you can do. Yeah, well, it's doing something for us. Okay, let's. Okay, well let's Opt and see what we find. Okay, that wasn't what I had in mind. Okay, that's alright, that's alright. Okay, they have Tron. I would like to bolt them here, but we can't really do that. But we can fetch for a tap reading pool, I'm fine with that. Okay, let's draw for turn. Okay, that's alright. Now we get to play Mandrills, hold up, Bolt, Snag, Pierce. So let's make sure we tap our mana correctly. Play this one. There's Once Upon a Time again, just helping with this Delve cost. It's like a turn 3 Tarmogoyf. There we go. Crack the map, find their missing piece. Get the tower. Oh, they just have it in hand. Typical opponent. Dude, this Tron player's really getting on my nerves. There's. Okay, let's begin combat. Hit you for 7. Okay, let's see what this Thought Scour gives us. Okay, well we're drawing outright too. Well, that's kind of what you get when you put a lot of counter spells in your deck. Yeah, tap that green mana. I mean, making them pay 2 here is pretty good, right? They might just be dead to this. Holy. They actually, what an absolute madman. Yep, this gains them 5 up to 12. we can hit them for 7. Theoretically. Okay, so let's draw for turn. Okay, I think we're crashing in with both, and then we can snag the token. Yeah. And our opponent's dead next turn, almost. We also have once upon a time to find a Snapcaster. Okay. If they swing at us for 3, we're fine with that. Yep. Let's see, does our opponent have another payoff? Land. Holy. Our opponent didn't have it. It's a miracle. What is this? Okay. Solves. They're both like alright. We'll just take Delver. What is our opponent doing? Dismember. Bold you. They're dead. Sweet. Unless they have Veil of Summer. If they have Veil of Summer, they can actually fizzle this Vapor Snag. Should piss me off. Okay. They're conceding? Sweet. Holy tamale. Dude, Veil of Summer has not been my favorite card today, has it? Honestly, might just drop it from my deck because I just don't like the card. Yeah, I said I was just going to play for a little bit, but I think we're playing another one. Need to play against somebody that's not running that card. Like, I'm here to provide entertaining Magic for you guys, for myself, for my opponents. And Veil of Summer just does not provide that. The card's just too good. Keep. Sounds good if Vapor Snag's good. Sounds like good if Vapor Snag's not good too. I mean, it's not great. It's just okay. So I'm going first. I didn't even realize that. Just go Island Delver. Pass. They're down to 18. They're playing Shadow. Okey-doke. Upkeep. What's it gonna be? No. Draw for turn. Let's go to combat. Hit you for 1. Delver. We're just throwing everything out there. Like, they can't possibly kill all of our creatures. If they kill Hexdrinker, we're fine with that, because then we just hit them for 6 every turn. They feel pretty silly about everything. Like, there's no way they're not Shadow. They literally shocked a Watery Grave, and then just passed the turn and didn't do anything with it. I'm bets aren't Grixis Shadow. Yeah. Nobody fetch shocks and shocks in the face of 3 creatures like that. Yeah, again, kill Hexdrinker, we're happy with that. Both flip. Oh my god. Sign me up. Draw for turn. I would like to commence combat. Smack you. Okey-doke. What's our opponent got? But they're not a Veil of Summer deck, so we're chilling, right? Yep. Got a Death Shadow. And another Death Shadow. Snag one. We're doing this so they can't play a land and then hold up Stubborn Denial. Like if they begin combat here, then we just snag this other one, and then we hit him for 6. They'll probably just concede here. Yeah, sweet. Da da da. Dun, 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 dun. Bring in the fair creature package. And here's the thing, like, Veil of Summer isn't necessarily the best card for our sideboard. Like, this could be Dispel or Mystical Dispute in this slot. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to trim the one Scour, but this time Spell Snare is a lot worse. It counters Snapcaster and Temur Battle Rage, so we'll keep it 1. And then we're going to trim the 2 Ops for the 2 Veil of Summers, and then we'll trim a Burst Lightning because it's not as relevant, because they don't have creatures that we want to Burst Lightning. But we keep the 5th one in because we want to kill them. It's a very similar wording. It's just the difference is that we aren't hitting Drown in the Loch and Tarmogoyf in this matchup, so Spell Snare is less good. Which means that we have more cuts, which means that we get to keep in this extra Burst Lightning. What? Sweet. I love it. It's not great, but I love it. I also need to play Huntmaster of the Fells today. It's on the bucket list. They probably lead on discard. We kind of forced to play Once Upon a Time. They don't lead on discard. Ooh. Should have waited till our turn. That was dumb. Maybe we get them to Stubborn Denial us. Yeah. Oh, that's not what we wanted. Yeah, okay. I got a little bit overzealous. Definitely should have just waited. Okay, well, let's pass the turn. Yeah, I forgot that Stubborn Denial was the thing. Let's go with them, okay. Brought in Liliana of the Veil against me. Okay. It's respectable. Also, Stubborn Denial on our Once Upon a Time doesn't matter too much. It's almost like beneficial that we got them to counter it. Okay, let's cover us. See if they have a response for that. There's another Once Upon a Time. It's awkward. But it's fine because now we get to go land, go, and then we get to hold up this Once Upon a Time. And then they obviously don't have discard, because they would have used it over Thought Scour and Stubborn Denial. Oh, they don't have a land. Okay, now we get to cast a Once Upon a Time again. And again, if we're trading Stubborn Denials for these, I'm feeling super good. Grab a Delver. Draw for turn. Okay, let's play this, because it's going to be a Steam Vent. Play a Delver. Pass the turn. We have Spell Pierce to protect it. Again, just feels super good. Like, again, situationally better than Force Negation. We have 6 points of burn in our hand, and they're down to Stubborn Denial, and they only run 3. The Hot Scour, yep. If I play a Shadow here, we get to bolt it too, which feels pretty good. Okay, we're gonna keep this for a Delver Peak. Top card, Flooded Strand. I'd not like to reveal it. I'd actually like to shuffle it away. Yeah, that'd be how it'd do. Now we can't snap pierce that. Yeah, you got his opponent. Now I would definitely tapped. If we draw Huntmaster exactly here, we feel bad. Okay, let's just land opt. I'm gonna pass. Dude, our opponent's going ham. Down to 9. They've got 4/4 shadows now. Yeah, play a 4/4. This is probably going to be a forest so that we have double green for Skoos. I smell K command. But it's possible they have Snapcaster for Stubborn Denial too. So we're going to lead on Hex Drinker. And we're just going to play a land and pass the turn. And we're just going to Bold Snap Bolt them. They're instant. Or Snap Pierce, a K command that's 2 damage to Hex Drinker, pick up, or make me discard or whatever. Snap Pierce the K command if it comes. Okay, we took out a lot of our spell snares, so we don't have a response for this one. But we do get to Snap Pierce their Fatal Push. Yeah. Okay, well, let's make him cast it. This does take away some reach from our hand, but it's definitely worth it, because keeping this Hex Drinker alive is just mission critical. And it represents a lot of damage as well. Doke. Spell Pierce that. Pass the turn. They swing for 4 or 6, we're just taking it. Snap Push. Okay. I'm assuming that's what this is. Yeah, they got it. You don't have another Spell Pierce or a Spell Snare for the Snapcaster. Okay, now we're in a bad position, but I mean, that's kind of what you get when you play a Blue Mirror, and they draw a lot of Snapcasters. Okay. Jeez. Okay, let's crack this. Okay, okay. Let's just play the Skoos and pass the turn. Or we could just eat something now, too. Yeah, let's eat something now. That sounds fine. Does he have something spicy? Yes, he does. We found a snack in their graveyard. Okay, and then we have plenty of stuff for us to choose from our graveyard as well. Now we can block the Snapcasters effectively, and we can threaten the block Bolt on their Shadow, which feels pretty good. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards to eat. Dismember. 6, okay. They got it. Okay. Yeah, so we just block this. And then we hope to draw Bolt, Snapcaster, or something off the top. Or do they have Temur Battle Rage? Okay. That works too. Reevaluating the board. I think we just keep everything the way it is. I think this is fine. Yeah, I mean, if they have it all, they have it all. Just kind of go to the next game. Also, I haven't drawn my Veil of Summers. My opponent's great at drawing them. But our opponent also didn't draw any Thoughtseizes or Inquisition, so it's possible they boarded them out too. As we essentially play like a Temur mid-range deck post-board.
There's no dinner. Are you gonna eat dinner? And then doing physics?
Yeah, I don't know what our opponent's doing. I guess they're trying to figure out what we're doing. But we're on to game 3. I'm feeling all right about this. Here we go. We get to play first. Yes.
When are y'all going for dinner?
And we get our first decent hand of the league. And by decent, I mean wonderful, so we're going to keep it.
Uncle? Right now?
Okay. Well, let's go Shock Delver go. They can kill it now, or they can wait. If they wait, then we get to play a land and hold up Mana Leak. If they Thoughtseize us, then they've Thoughtseized us, so probably take our Mana Leak. Yep. Thoughtseize, Fatal Push, what's the play? Fatal Push, okay. Yep. Interesting that they played their baubles after the Polluted Delta. I'm sure that was just a sequencing error on their part. They go back up to 6 cards. Draw for turn. Misty Rainforest, you. I'm just going to pass here. I think holding up Mana Lake's good, because they could easily play an Angler next turn. Just a single fetch land represents Angler. We get to Mana Lake that. Feels pretty good. Okay, well now we get to Scour me. Get a Breeding Pool. Opt. Bottom. Yikes. Oh, okay, that's good. I like it. Let's pass it back to our opponent. We're going to start aggressively bolting them. Yep. Okay, they built over in a Braid. And a Gurmag Angler. Milling over the Angler is definitely where we want to be. Cycle, yep. Angly Boy. If they go Angler, we get to Mana Leak it. And then we can even hold up our 1 mana for... What's its face? Stubborn Denial. That feels good. We're just not going to correct this fetch. There's no reason to. Okay, Okay, what are the odds they have a lightning bolt here? Probably not that high, right? Because they only run 2. Leveling Hexdrinker is going to be super big here. If we can get it to happen. If they have it, they have it. Oh my god. Oh, Dismember. Yeah, that works too. But Dismember is not that bad for us. Dismember means that with our 8 points of burn in hand, we're feeling semi alright. I wouldn't mind having fetched a Steam Vents there, but gotta respect the Scavenging Ooze off the top. Yeah. I mean, like, this could have been a Steam Vents for sure. This makes the bolting them plan a little bit worse. Okay, let's pass. We get to snap opt the end of their turn, which is good. Or like snap pierce something too, maybe. Snap mana leak. Like if they play another threat, we get to snap mana leak. Yeah. Snapcaster. Mana leak. Yep. Snap trigger resolves. They have the stubborn denial, they have the stubborn denial, but they're either being fired at our mana leaks or they're being fired at our bolts, so it's just kind of like trades that we have to make. Now they go to 8. We still have 8 points of burn in hand, mind you. They play another Shadow? Oh my god. Let's bolt them now. Oh, wait, that was dumb. I just lost myself the game. Oh, whatever, it's fine. That was just bad. Now we're just gonna opt. Now we could block too. I mean, I didn't just lose myself the game, but I put myself dead at Kolaghan's command. Which is just not an unnecessary thing that had to happen. Also, I shouldn't have top Scoos there. Scoos doesn't win me the game. Yeah, that turn was just a mess of sequencing. But we'd have to have exactly Painless Red Source, which our deck doesn't have, and a Bolt. Okay, now they Thoughtseize us. Okay. Go to 3. Now they put themselves dead to Bolt. Oh no, now they just kill us with a ton of 10-10s. Okay, yeah, that works. And then these would only be 7-7s if we didn't bolt them. You're supposed to bolt them at the end of their turn. That was just poor sequencing. That was, but, okay, well. Yeah, I guess you're just dead to too many things there. Yeah, when they have 3 shadows, I don't think we're winning from that position, though. There was definitely a chance that we could win, but it was not likely. So I'll see you guys around. Peace.